Hey, I'm Jem. I help business owners generate leads, and I also provide pre-qualified leads for those who need to fill their pipeline fast. And today we're diving into something fun, how I consistently get 100 plus qualified leads without paying for ads, without cold outreach, and without spending hours chasing people who don't want to talk to you. Before we jump in, here's a quick overview of what we'll learn today. How to use hyper-specific content to attract your dream clients effortlessly. How to ethically turn your competitors' audience into your own. How to use the micro community method to create demand and a waiting list of buyers. And all of this costs $0. Everything here is simple, repeatable, and works even if you're just starting out. And hey, if you're too busy to do this all yourself or need hot leads today, I sell pre-qualified high-intent leads in different niches. Just check the links in the description to see if your industry is available. All right, let's get into it. Let's dive into the first strategy, and this one's all about creating content so specific that only your perfect clients stop scrolling and pay attention. Point number one, hyper-specific content attraction. One of the biggest mistakes I see business owners make is trying to talk to everyone, because here's the truth. When you speak to everyone, you actually speak to no one. The secret to generating a steady flow of free, high-quality leads is simple. Create content that attracts like a dog whistle. Only your ideal client hears it. Let me walk you through this step by step. Identify the painful niche. Find a super specific problem that only your dream clients have. Don't target small business owners. That's way too broad. Target small business owners who use outdated inventory software. See the difference? Anyone who fits that description instantly feels like you're talking directly to them. Number two, create the fix it guide. Once you identify the painful niche, create something that solves that exact pain. A checklist, a template, a short PDF, a simple resource. Nothing fancy, just something that solves the problem quickly. This becomes your lead magnet, and because it's hyper specific, only qualified people will even bother clicking it. Number three, the I help example, which is simple but very powerful. Here's an example of hyper-specific positioning. I help mid-sized commercial roofing companies in Texas by doing a free audit of their Google My Business setup to find hidden lead opportunities. It's so specific that anyone outside that niche won't care. And that's the whole point. Only the right people respond. Let's say you sell high-end accounting software. So most people will create something generic like Guide to Better Bookkeeping. That's boring, too broad, and no one really feels spoken to. Instead, do this. Create a PDF titled The 5-Step Checklist for California Wineries to Reconcile Harvest Season Inventory in QuickBooks. Now post this inside, okay? LinkedIn groups for wineries, winery owner associations, accounting forums, industry Facebook communities. The only people who download this are California winery owners using QuickBooks who have inventory problems. They're exactly your buyers, and you spend $0 to get them. So that's how you attract leads who find you. Now let's talk about the next method, how to ethically and effectively borrow an audience that your competitors already warmed up for you. Number two, so point number two today, the competitor audience conversion trick. This strategy is a game changer because it's not about stealing anyone's audience. It's about stepping into rooms where your ideal clients already hang out and filling the gaps that others aren't addressing. People trust the creators, hosts, or admins they already follow. So when you show up and add value in a way no one else is doing, the audience naturally gravitates towards you. Here's how to pull this off step by step. Find the hubs. Start by identifying 3 to 5 audience hubs, places where your dream clients already are active and engaged. You're looking for non-competing businesses, industry influencers, niche podcast hosts, popular blog owners, Facebook group admins, LinkedIn community leaders. Basically, anywhere your ideal clients spend time learning, asking questions, or consuming content. These hubs already did the hard work of gathering your audience. You just need to show up with value. The value gap analysis. Now comes the fun part. Look through comments, questions, replies, polls, repeated complaints, common confusions. Ask yourself, what are people still confused about that the creator isn't solving? And that gap, the unanswered demand, is your golden opportunity. It's the part of the conversation that everyone is waiting for someone to fill. Okay? When you fill that gap, you become the person they remember. Number three, offer a micro solution. Once you know the value gap, reach out to the creator of something small, fast, and helpful. This could be a 10 to 15 minute mini training, a short downloadable template, a checklist, a swipe file, a step by step resource, a script, or framework. The key is you're not selling, you're helping their audience solve a problem no one else is addressing. Creators love this because it makes them look good. Their audience loves it because it solves the exact frustration they keep mentioning. And you love it because everyone who downloads or watches your micro solution instantly becomes a warm, pre qualified lead. This is awesome. Now let's make it super real. Imagine you're a fractional CMO based in New York. You're looking for CEOs who are struggling with growing their marketing team, a perfect fit for your service. Here's how you execute this strategy. Number one, you find a popular marketing podcast that interviews CEOs every week. Number two, you check the YouTube comments, TikTok clips, and podcast Q&A. And you notice one thing. Everyone keeps asking how to hire their first marketing person. Number three, clearly, this is the value gap. The podcast gives big picture advice, but no one gives tactical hiring steps. So you reach out to the host and say, hey, I noticed a ton of listeners keep asking about their first in-house marketing hire. I created a free job description template for your first 80K marketing hire if you want to give it away to your audience. You're helping them look good. You're giving the audience exactly what they're requesting, and every CEO who downloads that template is not only qualified, but already thinking about marketing growth, your specialty. That's how you turn someone else's audience into your warm, high-intent lead list completely, ethically, and entirely for free. The first two methods are perfect for quick wins and instant momentum, but the next one, the micro community method, is where everything becomes long-term, predictable, and almost automated, and you will either own this platform or be very active in it. Okay. This is our point three today, the micro community waiting list. A micro community is basically a small, private, highly curated group, like a private Slack channel, a tiny Discord server, or even a small LinkedIn group where you give exclusive access, insider level value, and real guidance. And the magic of this method is simple. Exclusivity equals qualification. If someone is willing to apply, wait, and join a small group just to learn from you, they're automatically high intent. Let's break this down. Let's break it down. Let's break it down step by step on how to build it the right way. Okay. Number one, set a high barrier to entry, but keep it free. The community should be completely free, but the application process should make people work a little. You want to filter out tire kickers, lurkers, people who aren't a good fit, people who aren't ready or serious. Ask qualifying questions like, what's your current annual revenue? What's your biggest bottleneck in lead generation right now? What's your goal for the next 90 days? When people apply, they're mentally committing. And the ones who qualify, those are the ones, those are your most aligned leads for most of the time. Okay. Then we want to provide insider value. This is not the place for generic content. This is where you share the stuff you don't post anywhere else. Inside your micro community, give members advanced insights, templates, private frameworks, exclusive breakdowns, behind the scenes lessons, short trainings you don't publish publicly. This makes members feel like they're getting access to a competitive edge, pretty much, something no one else has. And because the value is so tight and so relevant, members naturally start trusting you as their go-to expert. Then we have the waiting list effect, which is number three. The group should always feel small, curated, and intentional. This means only accepting a limited amount of people, keeping a wait list, letting people in batches, making acceptance feel like an opportunity, not a formality. Scarcity does two things. It increases demand. People want what they can't easily get. It boosts qualification. Only serious people wait and reapply. That waiting list becomes your pool of warm leads, all qualified, all interested, and all aligned with your niche. Let's say you offer specialized financial consulting for tech startups in Silicon Valley or nationwide. Here's how the micro community strategy plays out in real life. You create a private Slack group called Series A CFO Roundtable. Perfect name, by the way. On the application form, you ask things like, what's your current funding stage? What's your monthly burn rate? What's your biggest financial blind spot right now? You only allow 50 members inside. Everyone else sits on the waiting list. Each week, you host a short 15-minute Q&A on topics like navigating the new Delaware tax laws. Now, here's the magic. The founders who consistently show up, ask questions, and engage, those are your hottest leads. You can then DM someone and say, hey, I noticed you asked about the new tax laws. I help Series A startups in California structure their finances so they save an average of 50K in their first year post funding. At that point, the sale is basically done. They already trust you, you already helped them, they already qualify as your exact target audience. This is why micro communities are the closest thing to an effortless lead machine. So let's quickly recap everything you've learned today. Point 1 showed you how hyper-specific content makes your dream clients raise their hands and identify themselves instantly. Point 2 revealed how you can ethically tap into competitors' audiences by filling value gaps they're ignoring. Point 3 gave you the blueprint for building a private micro community that converts into a waiting list of high-intent, ready-to-buy leads. And here's the big picture. You don't need massive ad budgets. You don't need huge teams. You don't need complex funnels. You just need to be specific, helpful, and strategic. When you combine these three methods, your outreach becomes easier, your pipeline becomes predictable, and lead generation stops feeling like a grind because clients start coming to you. And listen, if you're a business owner who sees the value in everything I shared, but you're thinking, Jem, I love this, but I don't have the time to do this all by myself, I've got you. Whether you want a full strategy built out for your business or you want to skip the whole process and purchase a batch of pre-qualified leads that match your exact criteria, my team and I are here to help fill your pipeline fast. Just click the link below to book a quick 15-minute call. Get your calendar filled with real qualified opportunities. And before you go, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the strategies I drop every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.